Fastlane, written by MJ DeMarco, summarized by Detailed Book Summaries. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. Chapter 1: The Slowlane Illusion: Why Most People Stay Broke Forever. MJ DeMarco begins the Millionaire Fastlane by attacking one of society's most deeply ingrained financial beliefs. The idea that wealth comes slowly through hard work, saving diligently, and investing modestly for decades. He calls this traditional approach the Slowlane. It's the common path we're all taught: go to school, get a degree, find a secure job, climb the corporate ladder, save 10% of your income, invest in mutual funds, and one day, when you're old and gray, you'll be rich enough to finally live. But DeMarco argues that this promise is a cruel illusion. The Slowlane traps people into a lifelong routine of exchanging time for money. You work for 40 years, relying on a paycheck that's capped by your employer's generosity or the limits of your time. And while you're told this path guarantees security, in reality, it delays life itself. Most people in the Slowlane live for weekends, hate Mondays, and spend decades waiting for retirement to start enjoying life, by which point energy and health have faded. DeMarco warns that this someday mentality is a trap that robs people of their most precious resource, time. Through his personal experiences, DeMarco shows how he himself fell for the Slowlane myth. As a young man, he believed that hard work and savings would lead to wealth. But he realized that even with discipline and modest success, the math didn't add up. Compound interest, job promotions, and cautious investing simply couldn't deliver true financial freedom in a reasonable time frame. That realization sparked a shift in his perspective. The rich, he noticed, weren't employees. They were creators, innovators, and owners. They didn't sell time. They built systems that multiplied money without their constant involvement. DeMarco concludes this chapter by declaring that the Slowlane is not a path to wealth. It's a path to lifelong servitude, masked as security. Real wealth doesn't come from decades of saving. It comes from building something scalable that earns while you sleep. Chapter 2: The Sidewalk Trap: Escaping the Illusion of Wealth. After dismantling the myth of the Slowlane, DeMarco turns his attention to an even more dangerous path: the sidewalk. The sidewalk is the road most people are already on, and it's built on short-term thinking, instant gratification, and consumerism. Sidewalkers, he explains, live paycheck to paycheck. They may look wealthy on the surface, driving expensive cars or wearing designer clothes, but beneath the facade lies financial fragility. Their lifestyle depends entirely on their next paycheck. If their income stops, their entire world collapses. The sidewalk mindset is driven by an obsession with appearance rather than value. People on this path confuse looking rich with being rich. They spend to impress, not to progress. DeMarco explains that the sidewalk lifestyle is fueled by social pressure, advertising, peer comparison, and the illusion that material possessions define success. It's a cycle of endless consumption, buying the newest phone, upgrading cars, or going on vacations financed by credit cards. The result: debt, stress, and zero financial security. What makes the sidewalk so deceptive is that it often feels good in the moment. Sidewalkers enjoy immediate rewards, fine dining, gadgets, entertainment, but pay for it with future freedom. They sacrifice long-term stability for short-term pleasure. DeMarco bluntly states that sidewalkers are not building wealth, they're building dependence. However, he doesn't judge these people, he empathizes with them. Society encourages this behavior. We're taught to work hard so we can spend freely. Yet, DeMarco insists that if you want to achieve real financial independence, you must reject this cultural narrative. Escaping the sidewalk means taking full control of your financial choices, living below your means, investing in assets instead of liabilities, and thinking long-term. But even then, he warns, simply moving to the Slowlane isn't enough. While it's safer, it's still too slow and uncertain. To truly break free, you must enter the Fastlane, a completely different way of thinking about wealth. Chapter 3: The Fastlane Mindset, Redefining Wealth and Time. In this chapter, DeMarco introduces the concept that changes everything: the Fastlane. The Fastlane is not just a method, it's a mindset shift. It's about breaking the link between time and money and building a system that works even when you don't. Fastlaners don't chase paychecks. They create systems, products, or businesses that generate income around the clock. DeMarco redefines wealth in a way that's radically different from the traditional view. True wealth, he says, is not just about having money, it's about freedom. It's the ability to control your time, live life on your terms, and pursue what matters to you without worrying about bills or job security. The wealthy don't sell their time, they own systems that sell value. He illustrates this with his personal journey. In his 20s, DeMarco built an online limousine booking business that solved a specific problem, helping customers compare prices and book cars easily. That system generated income automatically, allowing him to earn while he slept. Within a few years, he sold it for millions. That experience shaped his Fastlane philosophy. Wealth creation isn't about time, it's about leverage. He introduces the wealth equation, which he summarizes as wealth equals net profit plus asset value plus time. In the Fastlane, you maximize all three by creating something that serves many people at once. Instead of working for one employer, you employ systems that can serve thousands. DeMarco emphasizes that the Fastlane is not easy. It demands effort, creativity, risk-taking, and patience. But unlike the Slowlane, where effort compounds slowly, the Fastlane multiplies exponentially. One well-built system, whether a business, software, or intellectual property, can generate millions and provide a lifetime of freedom. This mindset requires courage. You must think differently, question norms, and be willing to fail. But once you adopt it, you'll see the world differently, not as a series of jobs to apply for, but as a playground of opportunities waiting to be created. Chapter 4: The Commandments of the Fastlane, Building a Wealth Machine. After explaining the philosophy, DeMarco turns practical. He outlines 5 Fastlane Commandments that guide how to build a business capable of creating rapid, sustainable wealth. These commandments serve as the foundation for any Fastlane enterprise and help readers avoid common traps that derail aspiring entrepreneurs. The first is the commandment of need. A successful business must solve a real problem or fulfill a genuine demand. Fastlaners focus on creating value, not chasing fads. The bigger the problem you solve, the greater your potential reward. The second is the commandment of entry. If anyone can copy your idea overnight, it's not valuable. Wealth is protected by barriers to entry, unique knowledge, skills, systems, or resources that make your idea hard to replicate. The third is the commandment of control. True entrepreneurs own their means of income. If your business depends entirely on someone else, a platform, an employer, or one client, you're not free. Fastlaners build systems they control fully, ensuring that no external factor can destroy their wealth. The fourth is the commandment of scale. To get rich fast, you must create something scalable, something that can reach thousands or millions without needing more of your time. The internet, automation, and digital products are powerful examples of scalable platforms. The fifth is the commandment of time. Your business must eventually detach from your personal effort. If your income stops when you stop working, you've built a job, not a business. Systems, automation, and delegation are what make wealth sustainable. DeMarco brings these commandments to life with examples of famous entrepreneurs, people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs, who built companies that obey these principles. They didn't trade hours for dollars. They built machines that multiplied value. The Fastlane, he concludes, is not about luck. It's about mastering these laws and using them to design a business that serves others while granting you freedom. Chapter 5. The Road Ahead, Freedom, Purpose, and the Millionaire Mindset. In the final chapter, DeMarco turns inward, addressing what happens after you've understood and started applying the Fastlane philosophy. He reminds readers that wealth, while powerful, is not the end goal. The ultimate reward is freedom, the ability to live meaningfully and authentically without the constraints of money or time. He encourages readers to view money not as an idol, but as a tool to amplify purpose and happiness. DeMarco shares that once he became wealthy, he learned that true fulfillment doesn't come from cars, mansions, or status. It comes from growth, contribution, and the ability to make choices. Money amplifies your character. If you're kind and disciplined, it gives you the ability to help and build. If you're reckless, it magnifies your flaws. He warns against complacency once success arrives. Many who find sudden wealth lose it because they stop innovating and forget the principles that got them there. The key to sustaining wealth, DeMarco insists, is continuous learning, humility, and investment. The Fastlane is a journey of constant evolution. You must keep creating, improving, and serving others. In closing, he challenges readers to stop waiting for the perfect time. The right moment is now. Every day spent waiting is a day wasted on the wrong road. The Fastlane demands courage, resilience, and relentless action, but it's the only route that gives you control over your financial destiny. He ends with a powerful truth. Success doesn't come from following the crowd. It comes from questioning the rules, taking calculated risks, and daring to build your own lane.